And this route here is a consistent animation that you'll get every single time against this type of coverage. As you can see, the defender takes a hard break inside, and you're just basically walking down the sideline for another easy catch and run one play touchdown. And this route absolutely cooks this type of coverage, but you're also going to notice that the drag pulls the defender that's covering this guy into him, getting him open instantly about 20 yards down the field. This is probably the quickest route in the game, because he just gets open outside of the coverage for an easy catch and one play touchdown within half a second of the ball being snapped. If you guys need fast, cheap, reliable coins for your ultimate team, check out my coin sponsors at MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 6% off your order. Link in the description below. The champ is here! Welcome back, Money Team. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the 7 most broken plays in College Football 26 and Madden 26. And the best part is, they're almost all found in the same playbooks. One playbook in college football and one playbook in Madden. But before I do, as always, if you guys want to see more videos like this and you want me to cover both topics, please make sure to be a subscriber, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, let's get right into the video. Now, the 2 playbooks that I'm going to be showing you guys the majority of these plays out of in college football is going to be my Alabama offensive ebook, and when it comes to Madden, it's going to be my Chiefs offensive ebook, as these are the 2 playbooks that I spend the most time into based on the fact that they have some of the most broken plays and routes. So if you guys need more help or more money plays, you want to get more offenses around the plays that I'm going to show you guys today, you guys can check that out and download them instantly simply by clicking links in the description or the top pinned comment. Now I'm going to start off in college in my Alabama offense, and I'm going to show you guys a play from the gun tight open, which is a play that I showed you guys in gameplay not too long ago. So if you guys want to see more from this offense, I will have links on screen at the end of the video, as well as popping up at the top right hand corner right now. But the play is going to be the PA scissors, which is a play that is only found in the 5 playbooks shown on screen right now, as there's really 2 different routes on this play that could qualify for this, as this really can be an explosive play against just about any single defense. But we're going to start off focusing on what a lot of people have trouble with, and that's going to be cover zeros like the mid blitz, as a lot of the plays in this video are going to be designed to show you guys ways to beat man coverage concepts very quickly, especially since you kind of need that, considering that a lot of times the pressure is going to be on top of you very quick. So on a play like this, like I said, there's 2 different routes, as I could put the B receiver here on a custom stem all the way down, or the Y receiver here all the way down, and you're going to see how both of these routes are going to get open against cover zeros immediately, to the point where I don't even have to make an adjustment to my running back, although I would typically recommend putting this running back in a check and release. I'm not going to have to do that here, because that's how quickly these routes are both going to get open against man zero blitz. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to give ourselves the biggest challenge possible, and you can see how this receiver was already open by about 20 yards. And that's really going to be for 2 different reasons. Number one, this route absolutely cooks this type of coverage, but you're also going to notice that the drag pulls the defender that's covering this guy into him, getting him open instantly about 20 yards down the field immediately for an easy catch and one play touchdown. So just to show you guys that it's not dependent on the contact created, and it's also not dependent on the receiver that I was using, we're going to use a different receiver. We just want to make sure that we put it from a hash mark to the open side of the field, and you can see that even with a backup, it's still going to have the exact same reaction. Next up in Madden, from my Chiefs offensive ebook, I'm going to show you guys one of the most broken one play touchdowns that scores instantly against cover zero as well, out of a formation called the gun deuce close. And the play itself is going to be the corner goes flat, which is once again found in all the playbooks on screen. This is another play where custom stemming down is very important, but it's also going to be best to motion one of these receivers out, whether it's the X or the B receiver, and then blocking the running back once again to give you a little bit of extra time, as you're going to notice that the cornerback just bites really hard on the outside move, allowing this receiver to get open right over the top very easily for a one play touchdown once again. And you can see how this custom stem is so low that it looks like an out route, forcing the cornerback to drop all the way down and get beat over the top very easily for another catch and run one play touchdown against his defense. This play though can also beat cover 1 man the same way, so we're going to pick that. You'll notice that against cover 1 it's going to work the exact same way, and that's because you have your cornerbacks basically in the same coverage, with a slight change in where they're stemming, as you'll notice that this time we get open over the top for a very easy one play touchdown, even with the safety over the top. Next up, I'm going to stay in Madden and show you guys another really crazy man beater when it comes to beating man zero blitzes, and that's going to be out of the formation the gun trio Y flex, which is once again found in the Kansas City Chiefs, as well as every playbook shown on screen. The play itself is going to be the motion out and up, as the route that the tight end is running is completely broken, and it's designed to be that way. On defense, we'll choose mid blitz one more time. This is another play where you can block the running back if you want to for a little bit of extra time, but you really don't have to do that, because the A tight end here is an absolute cheat code against man coverage. As you'll notice, he's going to take a hard step inside before getting outside pretty instantly in an animation that you're going to get every single time that you're going against man coverage. As you can see, this is just an easy catch and run for the score. And this route here is a consistent animation that you'll get every single time against this type of coverage. As you can see, the defender takes a hard break inside, and you're just basically walking down the sideline for another easy catch and run, one play touchdown. And just to show you guys once again that this has nothing to do with the matchup and it's just ultimately consistent to the point where it's programmed to do this every single time, we went ahead and took out our tight end and put in a linebacker who probably has no route running ability at all. And you're going to see how it's going to be the exact same way every single time, because this particular route is programmed to be this way. Even though it wasn't nearly the same type of bite you would get, you can see even with a linebacker running a tight end, it works the exact same way. Next up, I'm going to show you a play that's found in both college football and Madden, and I'm going to show it to you in both games, as there's a really broken play out of the Gun Bunch X Nasty that's once again found in my Chiefs offensive ebook, as well as all the playbooks shown on screen, called the Y flat goal line. It's going to get open against every single defense in the game, but I'm going to start off by once again showing it against mid blitz first. Now, pretty much every single route in the bunch gets open, so you're just going to make sure you run from a hash mark to the wide side of the field, as that'll give you the most catch and run space. As you can see here, the B receiver just gets open outside, as once again gets the same animation that we got from the tight end on the previous play. As you can see here, this is probably the quickest route in the game, because he just gets open outside of the coverage for an easy catch or one play touchdown within half a second of the ball being snapped. Now, in college, it's only found in 2 different playbooks, Oregon State and also Arkansas, as the formation name changes to the Gun Bunch Strong Nasty and the play name changes to the Y flat quick, but you can tell it's the exact same way. All you're going to want to do is run from a hash mark to the open side of the field, as you typically just can watch every receiver in the bunch and decide which one gets open, as the tight end can get open in the flat, as well as the other receiver, the RB receiver, when it comes to man coverage. So I could run this play as is, just basically reading the bunch, although the X receiver once again is going to be the best play, as you'll see that the A receiver can get open in between the zones as well as outside against man. But the B receiver here is still going to be the biggest play, as the zones typically don't get wide enough to stop this. And when you have them condensed like they are here pre-snap, it's going to be an even easier read, as this receiver just gets outside very quickly. So a lot of times you can just look at how the cornerbacks are spaced out prior to the play. As we get a zero there or some sort of man coverage, as there was a safety over the top, as all we're really doing here is flipping the play and running it to space. As on this play here, you can see that we do get that outside release, and if we got a catch and run, we probably would have had a touchdown. As I'm literally just running this play with no setup and no real reads of the defense, as if you throw it to the tight end, you can see it actually acts a little bit like a screenplay, as the receivers will eventually turn the blockers. So it's not the only route in this play that works, as all 3 of these bunch plays work against just about every single defense, as we're going to end it with a touchdown on that B receiver to show you guys that this is one of the most unstoppable plays in the game. Now, since I showed you guys a play that you could run against any coverage that's going to get open every single time in college, I'm also going to show you that in Madden, as we have a play out of the Gun Doubles Y off Nasty that has the exact same unstoppable route in the snag halfback wheel. As you can run this play as is behind the backfield, and since I'm running out of time, I'm going to do that on the first play, and you'll notice that it'll get open against mostly any man or zone. But if you flip this play and make that motion where you motion this receiver out, you're going to notice how it's going to get open against every single defense in the game. So let's go and let's motion this guy out. Whether it's man or zone, if you throw this ball quickly, you're going to see how you can get open underneath the man coverage. As I'm pretty sure that was a man coverage, but it really doesn't matter, because like I said, this route's going to get open against just about any single defense in the game. And I'm just going to run this over and over to the point where we're going to, see if that's really the case. So here you can see we had somebody motion out, but a lot of times in man coverage, you'll notice that the snag receivers, which is basically what you have in the 2 curl routes, a lot of times will get in the way of the man defender, which that was a zone. I would say cover 2 hard flats would probably be the only thing that would give this trouble. So I don't recommend necessarily running this over and over against people online, but you'll notice how we're just going to get a very consistent play there. And you can see once again, these guys turn into blockers, as the 1 curl route did a really good job there of picking up another player and blocking for me, as we're going right down the field here. And after I score, I'll show you guys that this is on all Madden, as like I said, if it's a man coverage, which we're getting a lot of times, the shorter routes here will essentially block or rub the defenders off there trying to cover the running back. So we're already going right down the field here very quickly against one of the best defenses in the game too. And this is not a bad defense by any means, but this is looking like a cover 3. So we're gonna have a really easy route here, as all we need is that block to pick up. And we just went right down the field in several plays. If we look at the stats, we completed every single pass starting at the 2-yard line. And I'll just show you guys that we did go down the field against all Madden. So I'm gonna end the video there. But if you guys wanna see more content related to the offense that I showed you in today's video, I have that pop up on my screen. So just click links, and until next time, thanks for watching, man. My shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.